So what's up guys, we will be playing Dandy's World, but today guys we will be reviewing the top 5 tips and tricks that you need to know before you start playing and after you start playing. But guys, I'm gonna show you this first one real quick right now. Okay guys, so the first one is not really too much of a tip, but like you should pretty much look out for it. Like if you look at this, it'll say warning, this twisted is more likely to appear today, time remaining. If you're like a new player, you may not know what this is, but this is all about like, okay, GG is like the new toon, and these help you like get specific like for example, GG is lucky today. You need 50% on GG to get this and 45 of this, but this, like, look out for these things, so try to grind for these like when the day comes. Like it's pretty important. If like it's shrimp or something, I recommend you using like anything that you want much, but if it's something like pebble or something, I'll explain to you right now, like something like Rodger. Okay, the second tip guys is like, it's an important tip. It connects to the last tip I said, but that tip is to get Rodger. The reason it's pretty easy to get like this tip is because it's like really cheap. It's only 1,000 and it's really important. Even though its movement speed may be slow, you can upgrade it a bit by like one of these things, one of these two. But as I said, also if it's like shrimp or something, you can maybe get like a trinket, like, let me see right here, Toodles. Let me finish this guy real quick because I met him. You can get this, you can get the Toodles trinket, and after you finish the Toodles trinket, you'll get, I think, something like, I forgot, yeah, the Toodles trinket, whatever it's called. I know it's like a teddy bear, something like that. And now look, it's called dog plush. Increases walk speed by like 10%. This increases run speed. That's pretty important, but just use this because when you get hit, it's usually because you don't have enough like stamina. So this actually helps you more. So I recommend you using this instead of this, because this already upgrades your walk and run speed by 4, and the other one upgrades your walk speed by 10%, and that's really good. So then you can grind as much research as you need. And let's go to the third tip. So guys, the third tip is, if you want easy iCore because you're really poor, I recommend you getting Toodles. It's cheap, it's good, and it also has an ability called Beginner's Luck active. This toon can roll for a 15% boost to a random stat that lasts 10 seconds, has 25% cooldown. The reason I want you guys to use this, even though it's well, let me see, yeah, even though its extraction speed is really bad, is because of its stealth. That means when you do like a thing, you have to get off of it, and then somebody steals it as soon as you get off. So it's harder for the Toodles to see you. And you can already just use these trinkets. If you have V's remote, use V's remote. But if you're just a poor guy, just use this and this. It's really good. This blue bandana you can get from Boxton. This wrench you can buy for 225 iCore, which is not a lot, and it'll help you grinding by a bunch. So then you can get up to 600 iCore per like hour, and that's a lot of iCore. Like that's so much iCore per hour. And I've only done this once, so you can already see me while you're using like the 621. But that's pretty much the third tip. And now let's go to the fourth tip. Okay guys, so the fourth tip is, well, let me just get my mouse moving again. The fourth tip is, if you're like really rich and you like want to distract, you would probably immediately go to Pebble. It's so good, right? No, don't go to Pebble. Try to get Goob. The reason for that is because its ability Hug isn't the only thing it has. It also has this ability. It doesn't show it, but it has this ability. Is like, imagine you're distracting and a toon comes right in front of the Toodles and tries to get the research, like for example Rodger. But then they don't even get the research because they're still following it, because Goob has a passive ability that they don't show, that when Goob is distracting, the toon is so it looks like it's couldn't taped to Goob, unless you go really far from it, like if you go from here to over somewhere here, something like that. Even here they may be able to see you because it's not but 100% if you go this far, they won't be able to see you unless you go a little bit closer. So that's why you should not waste all your time trying to get Pebble unless you're a rich dude and you have a bunch of other things that can help. But I recommend you using Goob. It's better, it's cheaper, and it's easier to get, because all you need is some research, 1500 ichor to get this, then do this, mastery quest on scraps, then 1750 more ichor. That'll take you a couple, if you do 3 hours per day, and by doing my skill, then you should get a lot of it, a lot of ichor. Okay, for the final 5th tip, it's a very important tip. You see all these toons, right? You may be like, which one should I buy first? Which one should I buy first? You probably want the distractors first because it's really cool and safe. Or you may want the ones with the double abilities, which is also pretty safe. But they're really expensive. But if you really want the max amount of efficiency and getting your first ever toon, not from the first starter thing, then I recommend you guys getting, if you're rich, 1800, if you just want to grind and you have 1800 ichor just laying around there, razzle dazzle, because it's this ability on even floors. You can just your extraction speed is out of the roof, it stonks. But in odd floors, your extract speed's really bad, but you're insanely fast. So in odd floors, you can be extractor. In the other floors, you can be V. As you can see, extract speed is best, and also glisten. But if you're poor, I recommend you getting this, Rodger. You may be dude, it's just for research. I don't need that. No. This is good for extraction, as you can see. And these are really easy to get, especially you don't need this much. You can either just get this. This is also easy to get. You don't even need this. You can use this. So this becomes Rodger becomes really good. But the third and final one you might want to use is probably Boxton. Reason you may be oh, this is a starter thing, why would you want us to use that? You're such a mean, why you like this? You called us an idiot for not knowing what grade 2 math was. No, look at this ability. This tool, it makes 48% extra at extraction speed when 8 people are in your team. That rivals 5-star extraction speed from V and Glisten. I already said that in my ichor video, but that means it's very good. And you usually try to get out on floor 4 because then your thing doesn't really work and you don't get much ichor. But you still get a bunch of ichor if you have a good team and you survive to high floors. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.